But obviously these products are on the market. How do you decide if you're sitting with a client, or for me, in Mapelo, we work for ourselves and there's no company to protect us. How do we decide what cover to put in place? And how do we decide, well, what's the percentage chance of something happening to us versus living till 90 and needing a retirement fund? I always find that a very difficult balance.
So disability, I always say to people, depends how much cash you have. And not talk about your monthly income. So I'm going to use an example. If we do a calculation and we say, for someone, your life expectancy is X, and you need, argumentatively, to have your amount of income needed, you need 10 million Rand, as an example, to cover you for the rest of your life. If you have the cash, you don't have to worry about disability or cover, because insurance is actually just there to cover your cash. Now, most people are unfortunately not in that position. So then you go and say, okay, there's different types of disability. You have what let's call it your monthly disabilities. There's there's the temporary disability. So for instance, if you are sick for 6 months or a year, and that's a cheaper product. So you might have that. You might have what we call a temporary or permanent disability that goes up to 60, 65. As a matter of fact, certain insurance now, they cover it for the whole of your life. And it's very similar in price to a 65-year limit priced. Then also, if you're self-employed, you have a business, then you can look at what we call business overhead protection cover, where it covers the expenses for your staff and for your business. Because the problem is, you might be okay if something happens to you, but who's going to take care of your staff? 6 months down the line, a year down the line, you come back from your temporary disability and your business is gone because there was no one to take care of it. And then I think one other thing that's very important is a lump sum disability. Now, why would someone want lump sum? I normally say that is for things like your bond or any debt, or if you have to do something around your house to renovate your house or do something around your house to cover all of those expenses.